As countries around the world begin to loosen their border restrictions and resume international travel, Japan is also following suit by updating its latest entry requirements on April 29, 2023. This latest update comes as good news for travelers, as the need for a vaccination certificate or negative COVID-19 test certificate will be removed, making it a more hassle-free experience to enter the country. Those who enter Japan with symptoms of suspected COVID-19 infection will be tested upon arrival. In addition, those who test positive will be required to quarantine at a designated facility. This is a measure to ensure that the virus is not spread further in the country and to protect the health and safety of its citizens and visitors. The Visit Japan web system will continue to be in place, but in order to align with the latest update, the quarantine procedure fast track icon will be removed on April 29. When logging in on April 29, users will notice that the quarantine procedure icon has been removed and is replaced by the link visa icon, which is optional. As for both the immigration and customs icons, both are still in place. It is important to note that the QR code is still required to clear the 2 remaining checkpoints when using Visit Japan web. One of the new functions added to the Visit Japan web is the tax-free purchase feature, which was released on April 1, 2023. Travelers can now use this feature for shopping at tax-free shops, excluding airport duty-free shops. If users register in advance, they can start shopping by displaying the tax exemption QR code and have it read without showing their passport to the store staff. But this is limited to stores that support tax exemption QR code reading. By introducing this new feature, it has made the Visit Japan web more appealing to travelers during their visit. If travelers still prefer not to use the Visit Japan web, they may submit the necessary paper documents or register their information at the airport upon arrival. With the quarantine process omitted, it will be back to the standard immigration and custom procedures. The time difference for not using the Visit Japan web will be subjective to situations. But it is always recommended to use the Visit Japan web, as it can be done a few days before the scheduled flight. Regarding mask wearing, the last update still remains, where mask use largely depends on personal choice. However, the government still recommends wearing masks in medical institutions, nursing homes, and crowded trains or buses. Wearing masks can provide protection for people who have a higher risk of serious illness, such as elderly people, people with underlying medical conditions, and pregnant women, especially in crowded settings. Japan's latest update in entry requirements is a step towards normalizing international travel, while also prioritizing the health and safety of its citizens and visitors. With the removal of the vaccination certificate or negative COVID-19 test certificate requirement, it will be more convenient for travelers to visit the country. However, it is important to note that the risk of contracting COVID-19 is still present, and travelers should continue to practice good hygiene habits and follow the government's recommendations to ensure a safe and enjoyable trip to Japan. In conclusion, the updates in Japan's entry requirements provide a glimmer of hope for the tourism industry, which has been severely affected by the pandemic. The removal of the vaccination certificate or negative COVID-19 test certificate requirement, as well as the new tax-free purchase feature on the Visit Japan web, will make it more appealing for travelers to visit Japan. However, it is important to remain cautious and vigilant, as the pandemic is still ongoing, and travelers should prioritize their health and safety during their trip. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please click and subscribe and comment below.